Have you guys seen that TV sitcom episode where a physics, quote, genius, unquote, gets a scholarship from NASA, which went viral, gets picked up by the media, gets congratulated by the Prime Minister, and it turns out it isn't real? So he has to go through a zany, roundabout way to save his dignity while also competing in the finals of a basketball championship when he really just wants to sing? Anyway, half of that was true. So what exactly happened? Well, let's hear it from our local media that always works hard to verify their sources.
Perdana Menteri Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin mengucapkan tahniah kepada seorang pelajar Malaysia, Azhar Ali, kerana berjaya memperoleh beasiswa daripada National Aeronautic and Space Administration NASA Amerika Syarikat. Pelajar yang berusia 20 tahun itu bakal melanjutkan pengajarnya ke peringkat ijazah di National University of Singapore, NUS Singapura.
So, what was the source that our local media got all this info from? Well, this guy's tweet. Let's call him Astro Boy. You love to see it. Remember in uni when your lecturer would shit all over you if you use Wikipedia as your source? Well, welcome to 2020, where one tweet that shows an email, quiz, and a screenshot from supposedly NASA is all it takes to verify news today. Maybe it was a slow news day and there wasn't anything to run. It's not like this source was endorsed by the highest authority in the oh wait, there it is. Like most viral news, people forget about it. Like they forget how legit the current government is and move on until Astro Boy decided to take a dig at biology. We all know physics is a superior science branch. Lamel imagined comparing the study of the universe to some plant rubbish. And when someone disagreed, Astro Boy retorts with the now infamous line, "Actually, it's called opinions, no hate speech, just an opinion. Article 10 of the Constitution allows me to empower my right to speak and voice out my words. Also, I wasn't degrading it, I was just expressing my dissatisfaction upon it. You clearly are a sad misanthropist. Cry on." Astro Boy went from hero to zero overnight, which on Twitter is actually quite common. At this point, an angry mob of biologists started ripping apart his scholarship details. This was a free-for-all, no-holds-barred cage match. We had Khairi Zulfadli looking into the logo of the overall grading score that Astro Boy received from NASA. Khairi pretty much said, zoom in on that logo, look at the sides, look at the website. Why NASA do that? Wouldn't it be better if the logo was like this? That's some CSI shit. My boy Khairi done his homework. I mean, maybe NASA, who spends their time sending rockets to space, couldn't be bothered to properly crop their logo on an official document since they're spending $22.6 billion in 2020 to do space stuff. Is and efficiency is spelled efficiency. Efficiency. For an agency that has to make sure every spaceship and spacesuit is properly prepared and built to ensure zero mistakes, because a single mistake is quite fatal. This is kind of embarrassing. And looking at the bottom here, it says NASA official Brian Dunbar. But if you search for NASA Brian Dunbar on Google, you'll find a NASA blog that brings us to this right here. Could it be Photoshop? At this point, sure, why not? Then other people like Cookie brought up the fact that you couldn't find Astro Boy's name in the NASA website. And she got a lot of heat for that one, including one from this anonymous user who definitely is not 100% Astro Boy. Nope, not at all. Salam, I'm here to reply to you regarding your pathetic attempt in trying to shame someone with the idea of him being a clout chaser. Before you start attacking me, yes, I made this account specifically for this sole purpose because apparently you blockchain every one of his following and followers including me, which is, in my POV, is completely ridiculous. You're tired of dealing with their stupidity, excuse my language, but bullshit. The reason why every one of his mutuals are defending him is because everyone knows that he isn't a clout chaser. Everyone who knows him knows his deep interest in space. That's the reason why they aren't the least doubtful of his achievement. He achieved so much. If you must know, he just received this email at 5 AM, which means that the system will have to take the time to update his name into the citizen status list. And like anyone else replied to you, so-called woke moment, you could have just GM him for any inquiries. There is no need to make a fool out of yourself for several retweets and likes. To make it more sensible for your understanding, he is an A-level student, and for his AS results, he got 1A and 2A, including a 98 for physics. I don't know how I know this, but I know it. Potentially the highest in his batch. I know this because he's the best. To end up, he recently got all 5 of his offers to study in top universities in UK, including Imperial College London, which he got 2 offers for mechanical and E&E, which, by the way, is highly unlikely for a student to be accepted for both offers for the top 3 engineering universities in UK, but he got it because he's the best. This solidifies again my statement above on why nobody doubted him about his success, because he is clearly a man with capable of achieving it. I am taking my time to write this down because it is totally unfair that you are making some people believe that he is faking it till you make it. Totally unfair. He is a well-respected man among his friends and family, and I know this because he is respected. And your petty attempts to put him in the dark will not remove the fact that he is telling the truth, and this is what he earned. It is Ramadan. I feel that we should be kind to one another instead of attacking without any clarification. You just sound dumb. Take it with an open heart, and I wish you peace in your heart. Salam. You're saying someone who could have the time to fake a NASA scholarship can't find the time to create a burner Twitter account to write another essay? Get real, ladies, and get in line. Anyway, he replied to her saying, "Hello, I was just inputted yesterday. If you're wondering why I'm using the same voice for Astro Boy and the burner account, maybe it's because I don't know how to do voices, or maybe because they're the same person. But let's continue. I think they'll be there anytime soon. I hope this clarifies soon. I mean, come on people. NASA are busy looking for life in the infinite galaxies of space. They have no time to update a name on their website. No absolute time. To make matters worse for Astro Boy, the eligibility for the program was that you had to be 16 or older before arrival in Houston and must be a US citizen or legal permanent resident. Maybe Astro Boy is American, and the only reason he's here in Malaysia is because we have better healthcare and don't die in our schools. So give him some doubt, people. As per the usual Twitter SOP and doctrine,
If Tao is being flamed on Twitter, Tao must go private.
so Astro Boy did, and we all waited to see what his response was. The first thing to come out was this Twitter DM conversation between Astro Boy and Sophia to explain why his name isn't in the database and why he was eligible to join. Assalam sister, I was given this offer on the Thursday morning Malaysian time, which indicates US PM time zone. This screenshot scene is what NASA official gave me and allowed me to choose a selected photo and title. Inshallah, they will update it perhaps next week, and the scholarship is an affliction of NUS, not NASA, so it's possible for Asians to join. I really hope I can clear the misunderstanding. Please don't jeopardize my chance to salvage the nation. I'm sorry. Thank you. First off, affliction Astro Boy must mean affiliation, because when people say affliction, I think about the song Choke by Dirty Nasty, where he goes, I got some bad addictions. My speed dealer be wearing affliction. You should see his bitch, man. Her ass so fine, make me wanna put my fist in it. And again, Dirty Nasty, living up to his name, Astro Boy, posted his NUS offer letter for us all to see. And yeah, about the NUS offer letter, so this was from sales.com. The NUS sent a statement saying, "We would like to clarify that the university did not send a letter with an offer of admission to Mr. Astro Boy. In addition, the university does not offer a course on mathematics/applied mathematics for cosmology. The NUS Awards for Study Abroad scholarships support study abroad opportunities for NUS undergraduates. It is not offered in partnership with NASA. So NUS denied sending any email to Astro Boy, and the course doesn't even exist. So how did Astro Boy even apply for it? This is where it gets wild. To get the scholarship, Astro Boy needed to submit a thesis, and he gives a copy of his thesis to Sophia, and it's in notes. My boy, my kind man. Everyone knows notes are supposed to be for apologies, so I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but it's standard nerd shit. I don't know, I'm dumb. I can't even read past the first page of a book. But then, Muhammad Asri Dungun goes,
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
this thesis is plagiarized, and you can even find it on Google. Astro Boy! What are you doing? And just like an anime villain, Astro Boy comes in to say, actually, I knew this would happen, so I prepared another thesis. This one was a fake one because I knew you would post it online. It was a trap. So he gives his real thesis, which again, I'm not gonna read because again, I'm dumb. But then someone had the time to write down the real thesis and submitted it into Turnitin, which gave the following results. And yeah, it's a mess. At this point, we're all convinced Astro Boy pulled the greatest lie in the world, and frankly, if he just kept his mouth shut and let the hype die down, he could still be keeping a lie a truth. But he had to shit on biology. I didn't take biology. I took sub-science, accounts. Accounts represent. I even got an A2 during SPM after failing for 2 years and having no tuition. When I showed my accounts teacher the results, she just said, "Oh, I thought you would get an A1. And oh boy, Poncelli, I remember that to this day. Anyway, I don't know nothing about biology, which is why I'm still a virgin, but at least I can balance a checkbook." Everyone figured Astro Boy lied about everything, and we all wanted to move on. But he unprivates his Twitter and hits us with this. Assalam, today I'm here to clarify a certain number of things. First and foremost, the genuineness of my NASA scholarship. Around 20 March, I participated in the NASA suit designing competition categorized under NASA for grades 9 to 12. I did my part despite grade 12 being 18 years old, and waited for the best upon submission 2 weeks later. Upon another 2 weeks, I received an email claiming that I've been selected as top 1%. Out of contact, I shared this great news with my friends. Two things happened upon this. Many congratulated me and a certain few checked for the authenticity of the certification. Thank you, you guys are my heroes. The main email has only attachment and link. Was given a link to a portal which I was able to select a photo for my so-called recognition, the first indication that I was a potential victim of scam. I took a screenshot from the link as I wanted you guys to get a glimpse of how things would look like. In the meantime, I have also received ambiguous emails from NUS, and this time the emails came in without the NUS domain, another indication of scam. I have also written to NUS recently. Wow, this scam is so elaborate, it contains all circles of organization. On top of that, I raised the matter to NASA in their official website to further secure its entitlement. Using this opportunity, I would also like to make a request for people to stop making false statements on my behalf. I am still a student reaching the peak of my career, even though I still study. I have offers from reputable institutions from abroad and would dearly request for the people of Malaysia to not jeopardize my future career for this uncertainty. What we, myself included, can learn from this is that we should always check for authenticity before engaging or posting any form of news to the public. I'm not going to apologize upon being a victim of scam. I feel very sad for many unknown people like me who are brought to this kind of scam, potentially lose their money and the dignity. To all of you, please do not be afraid and keep silent. This can lead to depression and the potential suicide if we see teen suicide are rising due to depression. I would like to thank my parents who gave me the courage and guided me. I would also want to thank my friends friends who have dearly supported me through these tough times, and the people who congratulated me. I would also want to thank the individuals who pointed out the flaws and sense of realization into me. It was a scam email. It was a scammer email. Of course it was. Usually, they target a mass of people, but that's so mean to target just one boy, one Astro boy. They just wanted to prank the whole country, that's what. Damn scammers. Even though the thesis was plagiarized and the NUS course that was applied to doesn't exist, which doesn't make sense. If you want to apply to a course, you might Google it first to find out if it's authentic or not. It all boils down to scammers. Whether he lied or it was a scam, you decide based on what's given. Listen, I'm not 100% shitting on this guy. What he did was extremely amusing, but his methods were questionable. If he just came out and said, yeah, I lied about the whole thing, I would have a lot of respect because that is top level prank. He exposed the media and politicians for not fact checking and proved how easy it was to trick people in power. Unfortunately, there are a lot of holes in his story here and there, and it's just fun to take it apart. I don't condone bullying the kid, and this video was just reporting what was already said or tweeted out. I wish him all the best in life, and I hope he gets accepted into NASA for reals. The media and the PM's office have a lot to answer for. I would forgive those media outlets for running the story for this one because it can be difficult to verify information, even though Sophia, Muhammad Aswi Dungun, Khairi Zulfadli, and Cookie, and any Twitter user with time on their hands and critical thinking in their minds were able to get information to verify the story. The media I can brush aside, but the PM, our Prime Minister of Malaysia, who has all the resources in the country and who has direct foreign relations to any country outside of Malaysia, couldn't just make one call to find out if Astro Boy received a scholarship from NASA before tweeting congratulations for everyone to see? Well, I'm not saying anything, but it's not a good look for the country as a whole. Alright fellas, if you enjoyed this video and wanna see me do more, just click the like button and subscribe. I'm Haikal Classic and I don't have a catchphrase yet to end videos, so see ya.